All right, everybody, I'm going to stream the live PM session. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's see if PM session has some more setups today. Really, all we're looking for is just to follow the plan at the end of the day. It's really all we're looking for. So what do I see that we came down, we took out this low. A lot of relative equal highs here on ES. Now we just made some relative equal lows here as well. Wonder if we want to get down here before trading back up to these highs. Or if we do just keep selling off and getting down below here before going back up. NQ, we came down and we took out this swing low from down here, okay, from this morning. And now we traded up. And there was a setup within here to go long. As you can tell, we had bullish SMT, higher low, shifted up, and retested down. Okay, and then we ended up going long up to this area. No wick here. No wick here. Go to the 5 minute. Actually, maybe it was a 2 minute or a 3 minute. Let's go to 3 minute. 3 minute, no wick here. Came up and we hit that, and then we ended up trading back down. And I'm trying to hunt for a setup to have these equal highs here hit. Same with these highs up here, equal highs up here. But I also can't be married to the bias at the end of the day. So I'm really just trying to pay attention to what we get like in the next, I don't know, hour or so. Because if we trade back down below this low, we can possibly look for a move higher. Or if we just keep consolidating in here, whatever gives us the best setup. But we have to realize that most of the time, nothing is the most important thing to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mainly do nothing here. I'm just gonna observe this chart. I just gotta know where the liquidity is. I see liquidity here and I see the low here. I see the low here. And then we got these highs up here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, you know. I wonder if we're gonna get anything good or not. If we don't, then whatever. Because right now it's just chopping. It's just creating like this time distortion. 5 minute fair value gap from here to here. Drawn out. 5 minute fair value gap. I might just sit here for the next hour and a half and not take anything if there's no trade that sets up. Oh, man. Just keep on waiting. Notice how we keep closing down below this 5 minute. We're just still moving down lower. Maybe it just keeps going lower today. And it leaves all this, which is very possible. I'm just not going to do anything. I'm not taking a short until these highs get taken or these lows get taken. I'll go for a long. see here. Let's see what we keep getting. So notice we're just trading down in this fair value gap into this slower time frame here. Still nothing I want to see yet. No wick SMT. Nope. It's just bouncing, guys. It's got a lot of liquidity. I still believe we're going to probably just keep ripping up and above here. We're probably just going to keep going up. Those equal highs at some point. We just took out all these equal lows. We just took out this internal low here from 4 o'clock. Not 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Traded down. Use this 30-second inverse here. And now we're trading back up. But we just don't have the SMT that we need to see. So if this goes without us, then that's fine. We're just not seeing what we need to see in my trading plan. So I'm not going to take anything there. Very clean retracement on ES. Bring this back down. We came down below the 50%. And then with NQ, came even deeper down into this. Into more of the OTE range down here. Now, looking like we're going to break up and come for this high, and then possibly up here. Maybe back to the 830. We'll see. That's nice. I don't like trading with all this on my screen here. What a beauty. So notice how it just comes down and pulls down into these equal lows, and now we're just rocketing away from this area. And we got all these equal highs sitting up here. And it's not really giving us any displacement, because I like to trade off an inverse. It's not giving us any displacement lower to give me an inverse. So I can't take anything there. So I'm watching to see, do we actually get something in this or not? Got this down close candle. It's order block. Really depends. We'd want to see this high stay intact. If we're going to go long at all, I might actually just hit the high. Yeah, it actually just hit the high. So, like, even if it does retrace, I just want to keep watching now. We'll see. Maybe we'll get another short setup. Honestly. Like if ES just blows through these highs here and hits this gap, and we actually get some accumulation to start selling back off. If we go to the 4 hour, look at this shit. We had a lot of opportunities to keep trading up higher today, and it didn't. But it really depends on how it acts after it gets above this high. 'Cause we're about to get above it right now. Yeah, we just got up above these two highs. We got this high. We're going to hit it any second now. Any second now, we're going to get up above this high. Yep, there we go. He just blew right through it. Cool. Yeah, I don't have any FOMO on that one. I was expecting those highs to get hit ever since we were, like, down here. But there was just no setup for me to want to take this. So, like, I'm not even upset for missing that one. I didn't even take that on paper. I was trying to get a paper buy up in here, but we were too high for me to get on my eval. This was too high up in the range. And then down here, this is when I was getting on the chart. So, like, when this was setting up, I wasn't in flow with the order flow here. So, like, I was just getting on at, like, 2 o'clock. And, like, that was setting up. So, if I was on the chart and I was, like, anticipating this to happen from, like, let's say I was on at 130 and I was anticipating this to come get hit. I can't speak as if I would have taken that, but I would say that's like a A- setup, taking this buy within here. And it's not an A+ because I don't see no inversion to even take a trade on, but this 2-minute closure, the fair value gap is pretty nice. Oh yeah, all right, here we go. We're gonna get some rips. All these relative equal highs up here on NQ, got this fair value gap up here. So there's a lot that's can just keep ripping through. Just happens to be there's times where there's no confirmations, but man, dude, if let's think about this. If we get a 1-hour inversion closure here in the next 17 minutes, if we can really get up above here. I don't know, it depends if we can get a nice pullback. If we close up above there, if we get like some type of accumulation here over the last hour and inversion, we could rip this up to the high. But that's a long shot. But if we just keep rejecting here, it's looking like we can just pull back down or just consolidate the rest of the day, and then we just don't take nothing. If that happens, this happens to be the day I trade PM session. Buy here this morning was pretty nice. Took the buy. And I took the next buy that was up here. And actually I stopped out on this buy. Right here. This 2-minute inversion closure. We took out the swing low and I was looking for higher movement. I was also pairing this with a 1-hour order block. Let me go to the 1 hour. Pairing this with the 1-hour order block. We tapped the high of this order block exactly. And I was looking for this high to be met up here. And we just never continued up to that high, and then we ended up coming back down below. So it just happens. There's trades like that happen, and there's nothing we can really do about it. So we came down. I was looking for just continuation here. We pulled back, but I wanted to pull back even more, and then even more after that. And that's actually a nice setup within here. We come up. And we close up above this inversion. Man, if I was trading the 1150 macro, holy shit, that would be nice. I would have been in that one for sure. That was pretty nice. So let's see what we're getting now. Let's go to this high. Took out these highs here. So now we're in a... Let's say we're in a premium, but we're not. 50%'s up here. So you'd want to see this 50% hit on one of these. Okay, we just hit it here on ES. Now we just gotta watch this order flow. What do we get? That's the question. 5 minutes is closed. Very bullish again. Watch this gap. Just going through all these time frames, watching the candles. Like, how are they closing? How are they forming? Where can we reach to? If the market really wants to go full out God candles at this close today, we could be looking for these highs up here. But what's making me not like that is that we had this 4 hour just pull back so hard. So like it opened up and then it went all the way up here and then completely crashed throughout the entire lunch session. And now we're in the PM session. There's a lot of people short now after that. And that's why I was expecting these highs here to be taken out, which they were. And if we do go full bull, full God candles, I'm looking up here. Looking up here. So I want to keep monitoring this order flow to see if we get up there. But if it just keeps, if it stalls out here and we don't keep getting these bullish candles, then we could possibly go short. But the only way I'm going to go long is if we rip up and get a consolidation, some gap or whatever, and go like this. Something like this. And we'll get something like this. And then like this makes a lower low, this makes a higher low or something, and then I'll take it long. I'll target up to these highs if that happens. But you got to look at the bigger picture too. The 4 hour. Yes, we are hitting this 4 hour order block. We're back down into this 4 hour order block again, as well as this 1 hour, and I believe 2 hour order block as well. And we just took out the swing high here on YM. So we could just be flipping back around. But at the same time, like I was saying, full God mode. Let's see. Let's see if we close this 30 minute. We got 11 minutes left. What if this close this 30 minute is bullish on YM? That's actually really, really bullish to keep going long. And I would like to see just how that plays out. This is kind of like bullish SMT here too. Get the low and then a higher low. So this thing could keep going bullish. Just got to keep watching. Because as of now, this is just looking more and more bullish as we just keep going up. We got a volume balance up here. Yeah, here's our new day opening gap as well. I just played this order block here. Hang on. All right. Now, this is the nature of trading. It's boring. Just gonna keep monitoring this order flow. Like, what are we watching? Like, we're watching this 5-minute fair value gap. This is like what I'm paying attention to. And if we close up above that and still hold down below all this liquidity up here, then I want to pay attention to see if we can get a long up into there. But I want to see it close up. I don't want the liquidity to be hit before this 5-minute closes. Yep, it just hit. Just hit. So, yeah, I just got to keep watching here. Damn, son. Fucking ripping. Even if I took this long down here, we came up, would have taken partials here. Because I wasn't on the chart until like right here. So like I wasn't watching this. If I had one at break even, I would have hit the break even and then it would have just ripped up. And that's just how the market is sometimes. And there's really no confirmation for me to want to enter anything within here. Even this 3-minute closure, retested, it's not for me. So it's just going on through. Really, no confirmations at all for any of this. Not even on 30-second. So in this 1-minute FVG, got a 2-minute. So we're still gonna watch this 5-minute. If we close back down below this 5-minute again, that we have right here, it's looking like we're gonna possibly just keep falling down. Like we can get a consolidation here, and we'll see if it wants to keep coming down or not. If we get this 30-second closure here, we are. Right about now. I'm not taking this, but this could possibly just start trading back down into here. Really depends. I'm not taking it. We got equal highs up here, equal highs up here. But just based on that closure, this could just keep just ripping all the way down. And I'm not going to be in it. So this is something I'm going to watch. Alright, low taken. Order block hit. This is already be at break even. Hypothetically. If I trade 30-second, I don't want it to be like this. This is just too crazy for me. Stops could either be at break even or like right back to the high of that fair value gap up there. Either or. Because if they're at break even, they'd already be hit just now. But if you just reduce your risk from 11 points to 3 points, you're not really risking much. So let's just see if this keeps trading down. We go to the 5-minute. Notice how that 5-minute is obviously not closing above here now. We're actually closing back down below it. We also have a bearish 5-minute. Well, there's volume balance here. Let's see how this closes here. Okay, we open up, we start trading up. We got a bearish volume balance at the open with this 5-minute candle. So it's actually very bearish. So this is looking like it could be like a YouTube model where hit the high, shift the market structure, and then trade lower. Yeah, this looks like it could still continue to short, even from here. Stops at this high here. Look at that. Golden. Very simple scalp, but you're just looking for 20 points. That's all you're going for. Really curious if we're going to target these equal lows later today. They're not equal lows, but relative equal lows back down below here. We still got a little over an hour market open on a Friday. This could be just a massive sell-off. Maybe this just trades down into here, and then we flip back up and hit the high once more. Let's say we hit this high once more, hitting this fair value gap, and then we just shift down lower. That's possible. That's why these little scalps have to be just like so like precise. And I'd rather wait for like a better confirmation anyway on an eval account. Something like A+. Look at that shit. We just trade back down here. 30-second closure now. We came right back into where we were looking for that short. But think about this. If you took that short at the closure, stop loss here. That went for a 1.59 to 1. So think about it. You risk 400 bucks. You're making, what's that? Like 600 something? 600 there on that little tiny fucking move right there. That's if you're like really scalping it. You're in that trade for 2.5 minutes. 600 bucks, whatever. And now we're looking at this long. Like I said about taking out that high. What if we take this long now and we go take out that high one more time? From right here. What if we keep going long from there? Like, because we are already like bullish, you know? I'm going to close everything out here on my screen so we can really get a bigger picture of what we're looking at. So this fair value gap was hit. It was hit here. It's hit here. Okay. We have a lower low in the 3-minute. I'm looking at this 1-minute inverse. I know we just closed this 1-minute inverse here, but we got one up here. I want to watch this 1-minute inverse. But at the same time, I still want to pay attention to see, do we get back down below into here and then flip up? I'd much rather see something like that. And then we just stay in this range, higher here, and then we keep going up. I'd much rather do something like that. So I'm still not going to take anything on this trade, even though I would expect these highs to be hit one more time. Oh shit, we haven't even hit this wick up here either. I'm seeing this now too, so. I want us to see what we continue to get within this range. Still no 1-minute closure. New 1-minute candles opened. So this might just rip up without me in it, and that's fine. Like this would be the golden entry. 2 contracts on this, so you're risking about like, I don't know, maybe 800 or so. No, a little over 400. And if you're going for 20 points, you're making 800 on that trade just right there. That's about to be a break-even trade anyway. So what I'm watching here, this is like what I'm thinking. We're going bullish, and then we made a high. We don't have any bearish SMT here. And if we're going to go short, I think one of these should take out the high. And then we go short. So since this just took out a swing low within here, I want to pay attention to what price is giving me within this. We had our 30-second inversion closure, which is here, which is a nice long. Even though we were looking for that scalp short, 20 points, but we hit this and then we rejected it like right away. So I didn't know if that was going to keep going from here down or if it was going to reject it, which it did reject it. And now we're just in this area. But still against my rules to take this buy, so I'm not taking this buy. The 30-minute closed here above the 50%, and we came back, tapped down the 50% again. Closed that, same there. Not here, but we hit the 50%. New 3-minute candle open, and we just start trading down like right away, which is a good sign. I wonder if we're going to keep coming down lower into this volume imbalance. Possibly a little bit lower down into here. I'd like to see possibly like a steep sell-off on one of these, and then a shift up with an inversion. Still nothing's giving it to me. Get this volume imbalance here. I could buy up from there.
Order rejected.
Just tried to paper that one, it didn't work. I'll just wait. Or even better, if this comes down, let's see how this 5-minute closes. We're almost done with this 5-minute here. I'd want to see it still close up above this right here. It's 17.55725. So it needs to close up above this. Okay, we didn't. So let's see what we get now. Pull back down. Dude, it's still looking like shit. So I'm looking at this low. I'm not bullish or bearish anymore. I don't know what this shit wants to do. Trade it up. This price action, if we were really going to go bullish, should have closed up above this and then long. And just tapped into here and created another displacement. We're not getting that. Now we're just creating this consolidation range. It's 307. So let's wait until 315 to see if we actually start getting price to move, and then like 330 we'll see if it actually does give us another setup, if we want to go long or not. It'd be so awesome just to see this just shred down, take out this one of these lows, one of them stays above, and then we can just keep ripping with a nice IFVG. But dude, it's Chop City right now. Oh, man. Nice 2-minute FVG here on YM. For value gap up there. Just trying to pay attention to bigger picture here. It's got this 5-minute FVG that we're still playing on with this breaker that's up here. Like, it's like, how do we keep playing that breaker? You know? Do we tap this for value gap or do we not? That's another question we got. New 9-minute candle. Does it come down below any of these 9 minutes? Take this off the screen. We never hit this for value gap up there. ES hit this for value gap, so that could just sell off. We get a 5-minute closer down below here. We could look to target this volume imbalance and this swing low. I'm not trying to guess anything right now, though. It's Friday. Weekly candle. There's no reason that it can't just close like this. So not even give us much movement at all. No bias right now. Just hoping for something a little bit better to get a buy up into this high, but we're not really getting that now. It's just starting to break down. You go to the 1 minute. Notice how we're just coming up and just chopping around now. We're not really missing out on anything in this kind of price action. Even if we just shifted up here and took out this high, I'm not gonna be upset. You know, and if we sell off and hit this low, I'm not gonna be upset because there's not a setup in it. I think it's just 50-50. It's playing this fair value gap. Does it want to rip this fair value gap, or does it want to close down below it and send it lower? I was more bullish, looking for a bullish setup, but no, it's just not showing it to me. It might. We got 3 minutes till the macro. So like this time distortion isn't really that surprising. Ever since 3 o'clock. So what did we do the first few minutes of the hour? We traded down. Okay, sometimes the first few minutes of the hour, you look at it. If it trades down, okay, what if we get a reversal? Like the first few minutes of the 2 o'clock went up, but then we traded back down to then go bullish. The rest. So halfway through the hour, we were down. We're back to where it opened. So if we go over to the 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock went up, and then it closed bearish. The 12 o'clock, it opened up bullish, and then it went bearish. Let's see if the 3 o'clock opens up bearish, closes bullish. I don't know. I'm just some guy that likes probabilities. Let's see. We might be getting something now. So we just took out the short-term high. Came into this discount here. We close up above this gap. Got these equal highs. I'm not taking anything. I don't trade YM. But this is just something I'm looking at. Just trying to get a feel for what this market really wants to do. I'm not paper trading this or anything. I'm just putting this out there. The whole bias behind that is that we just shifted up, and then we shifted up here using this breaker. So these lows should stay intact. 50% of this wick possibly as well. If we go back over here, what do we got in price action? We got a 1 minute inverse right there. So if we close this inverse in the 1 minute, we're probably gonna go long. Okay. We put 20/20 on this bitch. Just like that. That lines up with 50% of this wick. Stop loss or go. We got 30 seconds left. I don't like all these equal lows here on ES though. Yeah, we're about to get that closure there. And we should just continue to go long after this closure. Okay, we didn't get that closure, which is okay. So I don't like this just because like we never took out one of these swing lows. So this swing low is still intact. All these swing lows are still intact. We got all these fucking equal lows here. Oh my god, I don't like this. I'm just gonna observe this one. This price action shot, dude. Yeah, we ain't taking this one if we close that. I'll observe this bitch. How about that? close it? Oh man, we did close it. So I want to watch, see if this will go long now. We go 2020, but I'd like to see it stay down below this order block at this point. Yeah, this thing looks like it's gonna just rip on up. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that on an eval, even though I still expect it to rip up. I just don't like these equal lows here. I would like to see it like pull back down a little bit lower. I'd rather wait for something a little bit more A plus that's a little bit more on a discount. Like something down here. Not gonna lie, it is kind of sexy to see YM coming down towards this low. As we're staying up above here. So is this... if that stays intact, we should be good. We did just take out this swing high too, so we got to pay attention to this swing high that we just took out. So this swing low we need to hold too. Yeah, it looks like we're going to come for these equal lows here. I want to watch see what happens after these equal lows get hit. It's hard with these choppy conditions. You watch these fair value gaps and like they just don't work. Even though we just took out this swing high. So we came down, lower high, higher high. So it makes sense on why this is pulling back. So maybe now, what we actually get is a sell off and then a buyback up after to come take out a high. There we go. All the lows are taken out here. Man, oh man, there's just so many times it's just pulling back down. I do want to keep in my mind that 1 hour open started going bearish like right away. Even go back to yesterday. It opened up, pulled back down. By this time yesterday, after it opened, it was already down here, and then we just ripped up to the high. to the close. What if it's very similar to yesterday? I don't know. Unless it just pulls back down and really just closes down below this. We got about 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. Holy shit, it's selling out big time. It might be targeting these lows again. 7 minutes on this 15-minute candle. Let's see how this plays out. Took out the 15-minute high, but we didn't hear. The 3-minute got inversed after taking out this high. And then we just shredded down. Let's see. I'm really starting not to be interested in the longs anymore. I'd really have to start rejecting here within the next, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. If I was going to be interested in the longs. And even if this 2-minute did get inverse, I'm not really a huge fan. Because we took out that swing high and we just instantly rejected it. This is looking more like a short now. Down to this swing low. Alright, let's get this 5-minute up here. So what I think about this. Now that we're reversing back down, we're pulling back. We got all this trendline liquidity here. Draw a trend line from here up to here. A lot of trendline liquidity. And there's a, like, people are buying this. And we'll see if this wants to hit one of these highs in reverse or not. We'll see. It's just lower probability when you're trading in the middle of the range. We got this high taken and then this internal low taken. We come into equilibrium of this range now. High probability buy was right down here. And I wasn't on the charts for that buy. Longing this is a lot riskier. Longing here, if we get an inversion, is still riskier because we're in the middle of the range and now we have trendline liquidity that we can come take out. So if we do this, I would like to see this, and then this stay in here, shift down. I don't know. We'll see. Boring PM session. Oh, I wouldn't say too boring, but it's just not the greatest. Remember what I said? They were going to get some movement at 3:15. We started to get some movement, finally. 30-second close right there. Looks like we're coming for these lows. These lows right here. For the short. Maybe even lower. Break even at the short. We're gonna go lower we can. There she goes. Didn't hit the low yet. Just came right to it. Probably gonna blow right through it any second now. Oh, it's gonna come back. There it goes. That was a little 30-second setup. Really noticed what happened here in this price action. We came up, we took out this high. I was looking for that inversion to buy up, and we came back down. Once we shifted, we created this fair value gap, tapped a fair value gap, 30-second inversion, closed it, and then we could look for the short. Simple. There's like no indication for a buy. If we're gonna buy, we need to like push up above here and have SMT at these lows, which we didn't even have the SMT, so that's why I was thinking, okay, we're probably just gonna keep going lower. So that was pretty simple. We'll tape read on that one. We're digging into this fair value gap again. So it's about to be 9:30, 3:30. So let's see what we get here now. 30-second closure. 30-minute closure. Close bearish. Now we're opening up bullish, so that might mean that we're going to keep trading down lower. Let's see. We never got a wick down lower here on ES. That's making me think we're going to come lower still too. We don't have any SMT on these lows here. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going to keep going lower. Yeah, this is pretty nice move to keep going lower, in my opinion. Nice volume balance, shouldn't come back up above this high. Yeah, we're going to keep selling off for sure. Yeah, it looked like we're going to come target this low at this point. It really depends. That 3-minute looks good. Took out this high here, SMT. Let's just keep watching. I'm not in anything right now. I'm just waiting. Let's see here. Got another like 28 minutes this market. Might start getting good. It might. So I made a lower low here and a discount. We hit this lower discount here. 30-minute, we just took the low. We didn't take the low here on YM. So it's making me think that we might buy back up to take out these short-term highs before moving lower. Obviously, nothing's certain here. We need to see a 30-second closure there, but still, I don't like the 3-minute, the 5-minute. I don't like where we are. This is just too bearish for me to want to take a buy right now. I'd really need to see like a nice energetic shift in structure somewhere. Like you definitely got better odds if you're going short here. You definitely do. Targeting this low down there. It's it right here. Yeah, absolutely. Still, there's no A+ setup for me, honestly. It's one of those days. It's kind of back and forth based on like where price wanted to go. So we're about to close down below this 5-minute inversion. Let's see if it does. We got 20 seconds left. So that might be another good indication that we just keep falling down. Another minute 13 on the 9-minute. See, these are all bearish signs. That price might want to keep going lower. And I'm not trying to chase it down here. That's the only thing. That's something I used to do. This is more of like a paper trade at this point for a short. Definitely trying to wait now. If we're going to keep shorting. So we get that. We can close this inversion. We even closed down below that inversion, but we opened below it. So that closed here, opened here. So this 5-minute could trade up into this range, which I'm fine with. And if we do that, I want to see if it just wants to give us some type of setup. I just have a feeling we're not going to get anything today. What I am seeing though is that we took out this internal low and we hit this order block here from that low. But it's still looking like we're going to trade down towards this low here. Yeah. It's bearish order flow, baby. Taking out that high. Using this breaker. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna trade right off this low here. This high shouldn't be broken now if we're gonna keep shorting. That's if it wants to keep shorting. This high shouldn't be broken. Let's say it goes down to here. So I keep my eyes on that, on this high here, if we're gonna keep shorting down. All these equal lows now on ES. Got a 2-minute order block right here. Let's see if we'll just hit this order block and then continue down. We shouldn't, like I was saying, we shouldn't come back up above that high now if we're gonna keep shorting. Into the close. I'm just gonna watch this one. Another 3-minute bearish closure. Let's see. Let's see if it wants to go or not. Came into this for a value gap still. I know we're in this order block, but there's really like nothing else holding it besides that order block. And I really don't think we would have like closed down like this if we weren't just gonna fucking start melting. That 3-minute closure is nice though. I'll say that. That's just melting right now. We're likely to hit this low and then just be done. You know what I mean? Still haven't hit the low yet. Come right down to that 1 hour for value gap. We got a few seconds left in this 3-minute. I'd like to see that close a little bit more bearish. Okay, open with a bullish volume imbalance, so I'm not a fan of. That could just come all the way back up and then sell off. As in all the way back up to like where this one opened. Just like that. And now I could start selling off. Hit this 5-minute low. Let's open with a bearish volume imbalance in this 5-minute. See what he wants to do.
Okay, I found this on
I didn't say Siri. I don't know, these conditions are hard, for sure. I took this short right here, targeting this low, and we fell just short of it, and then I just got break even. It's probably gonna come back down though. That's just how it is in these conditions. I gotta just accept it, you know. Especially if we don't have SMT, we're probably just gonna keep coming right back down. Like I was saying, this is closed, and then we could come right back up to where this one opened. Which it did. So I'm fine with that. No big deal. Not a big deal at all. There's just nothing really that good. Trade up, hit the high, we shifted down for value gap. Shift down lower. Then we had our for value gap hit, came down below, shifted down, and then we had our lower high here that made me want to get in this trade. Like I was saying, we should not come back up above this high. So like if we're still going to go short, I don't think we're going to come back up above this high. That's if we're going to go hit this low. We're very close to low and it didn't hit it. 1450 is a low. 1425 and we hit... What do we hit? 1525. Yeah, we hit 1 point from the low right here. And now watch, we're about to start just falling from here probably. Watch this shit just start melting now. I'm out of it, I don't really care. There's nothing A+ for me. Let's just blow all these lows out too. Nine minutes looking good. It's all looking good for that short. Look at that shit. Look at it. There we go. Take out that fucking low. It's about to just melt right now. I'm not taking this. Even though I'm pretty confident it's gonna move down. Ah, watch it not. That'd be sick. Yeah, I'm glad I got hit out of break even earlier. I would not want to be in this shit anyway. So we're about to get a 350 closing macro, maybe? Let's see. Oh, baby. Takes out the highs again. Watch us just react here now. All these equal lows now, dude. Man. All right, watch us get a rip to the highs now. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I don't think that's gonna happen, but it might. We need to have this inversion closed though. I'm not trying to be that flip-flopper all the time. We need to have this 3-minute inversion closed, but if we just hit this and bounce back off, then we're probably gonna keep going short. Look at all this liquidity. It's just ripped down, now it came right back up. Holy shit. Like, what do the 1 second candles look like? Look at that shit. Oh my god, that 1 second went... That 1 second moved 8.5 points. That's insane. There's a lot of money starting to move now at the 50 time. So this macro time, a lot of money starting to move. We got this 2-minute inversion. Wick SMT. 2-minute inversion here. Short-term high right here. Highs up there. Not my cup of tea for this kind of trade, but man. Fucking A, we're about to rip it to the highs now, aren't we? Yeah, look at that 3-minute inversion close right here. So if you look at the reaction at the low, see, if I wanted to take this trade, I wanted to see that low taken, at least some type of low. So like that's why I'm not taking anything. But man, this is not my type of price action that I really like. I like that buy that was over here. Other than that, nah. This is just, it's not that predictable. A lot of equal highs here up on ES, but there's no inversions for me to take trade off of. We don't even have SMT, so it's just a choppy PM session, it seems like. So if these lows are still in here, and we really want those lows, we need to look for an inverse within here. It's got a fair value up tapped here. It's looking like we're going to shift down now towards these lows. So 2020 move down there. The high. Just want to keep watching this order flow here. I'm not taking nothing. Just trying to watch. Just trying to tape read this. This type of price action is not high probability for me. So like, I realize I need to sit out and shit like this. Alright, about trendline liquidity now. A lot of people think it's gonna buy up now at the close. Even had me fooled for a second. 3-minute close right back down below, creating this order block. We still have SMT at the highs, which I'd like to see in like almost every trade I take. So it doesn't mean this won't work out. Run this for a value gap. Relative equal lows. Zoom out to bigger picture. 9-minute. Just took out the high. Oh my god, we're gonna fucking melt. Let's just stay out of it. And that's why I stay out of it. Because that looked like it was going to melt based on a 9-minute SMT equal lows. Holy shit. That is why I stay out of it. And that's why my account doesn't change fucking balance when we're in conditions like this. Holy fuck, that was so unpredictable. This is manual intervention right here. Holy fuck. Till next week on this account. I'm excited. Alright, I'm hopping off, guys. Take it easy. I hope everybody learns something. Peace out.